Hi, my name is Kara, and today we're going to learn how to take vital signs. We're also going to learn the normal ranges for a young adult that is healthy. We take vital signs to measure a person's health, to aid in discovering disease or illness, and also to track improvement once treatment has started. So I have been a CNA for 6 years, and I'm certified by the Oregon State Board of Nursing to be able to measure vital signs and also to recognize normal and abnormal limits. So we're going to start with learning how to take our temperature today, which you can do orally in the mouth, tympanically in the ear, temporally over the forehead, axillary in the armpit, or rectally. Today I have a temporal thermometer, and a lot of hospitals use these because they are non-invasive and they are quick and easy. So the way this works is we scan it over our forehead across the temporal artery, and we end in the soft spot or behind the ear. So we scan across our forehead and end in the soft spot, 37.1, which equals about 98.9, and we wanted around that 98.6 measurement. So next we will look at how to take a blood pressure, and we can take a blood pressure on our brachial artery, radial artery, or a popliteal artery behind our knee. Today we're going to look at our brachial artery. So we start by placing the cuff, which, as you can see here, it says place artery here. So we will do that. And we hit inflate. So we measure blood pressure in millimeters of mercury. We have a systolic pressure and a diastolic pressure. Systolic is on top, diastolic is on the bottom. Normal ranges for a systolic pressure for a young adult is between 100 and 140. For a diastolic pressure is between 60 and 90. So we will wait just a second and look at this blood pressure. So as you can see, it's 134/87. Even though that is within normal range, it's still pre-hypertension. So we would like it to be a little bit lower. The next measurement we would talk about is our pulse, which is how many times our heart beats per minute. So you can usually take this by feeling your radial artery right here, and we do this with just our two middle fingers, because if we use our thumb, it happens to have its own pulse and it might give you a wrong reading. There is also the carotid artery that you can feel that is just on the other side of the windpipe. You can see a lot of runners do this. I have a machine here that has already given mine, which is 89. Normal would be from about 60 to 100, so it's still a little on the higher end. And next we will talk about respirations, which we use a second-hand clock, have a second-hand clock with you, and you just want to count how many times a person breathes in and out, and each in and out equals 1, and we want to count this for 60 seconds also. A normal range for an adult would be between 14 and 20. This measures how well our respiratory system is working, how much oxygen we're breathing in, how much carbon dioxide we're breathing out. Breathing too fast, too slow can mess up those levels, which could be catastrophic to the body. So next we will look at our oxygen saturation, which requires placing this on a finger, and we usually do it on the opposite arm, which we've done the blood pressure, because we've just squeezed it. So we will wait for this to come up. Normal levels for an oxygen saturation is above 90. Below 90 would require maybe a nasal cannula to supply oxygen so that the body can function at its best. And it looks like I got a wrong finger. So it says my oxygen is 96, which is really good. So again, it's important to know that with age, with activity, and with health, your results will differ. So in this instance, we are looking at a young adult in which we explain a temperature. We want that to be around 36, or I'm counting Celsius. So about 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. For a blood pressure, we want that to be between 100 and 140 over 60 to 90. A pulse, we want to be between 60 and 100. Our respirations between 14 and 20. And we want our oxygen to be above 90. So again, we do this to just measure how well a person is, how healthy they are, to help find disease and illness, and then to see improvement once we have started treatment. So, obviously, everybody has vitals, so it would be important to learn when one of these are abnormal. So now that we have learned how to do our vitals, let's see you try.